Hello, everybody. Welcome to Yoga for Self-Love with Kim. I am Kim. This will be a 30-minute gentle practice. We'll bring in some balance postures towards the end of the practice. And one of the wonderful things about balance postures is that you really have to be there in the moment, focused on what you're doing. You really can't be thinking about other things. So it's a great way to bring in your focus to yourself, your body, and your breath. So let's begin coming down into a little Shavasana, final relaxation pose. We'll start and end there. So you can come down on to your back or your belly or your side if you prefer. And if it's more comfortable and you just prefer to be seated, you're welcome to do that also. Otherwise, find your way down onto your back. And extend the legs out. If it feels better for you, you could bend the knees and bring the feet down to the mat, or you could tuck a bolster or a pillow or a blanket underneath the legs. You can also tuck a blanket underneath the back of your head if you like, or roll up the edge of a blanket or a towel and make a little neck roll for yourself to fill that space underneath the cervical spine. So wherever you decide to land, take a moment to settle in. Close your eyes. Draw your attention inward. And check in to see what's happening for you today. Just getting curious, but letting go of any judgment. Notice how everything feels, your body, your mind, your breath. And begin to let everything relax, get quiet. Let yourself just melt into the earth. Relax your feet, your legs, your hips and pelvis. Relax through your buttocks, your belly. Relax through your low back, mid back, upper back. Relax through the front of the body, the rib cage, the chest, collarbones. Relax your shoulders and your arms, your hands and your fingers and your fingertips. Relax your neck and your throat. You can rock the head side to side if you like. And bring your head to center. Relax and soften through the jaw. And let the mouth drop open. If you like, you can move your jaw from side to side. You can yawn or sigh. Relax your tongue, the roof of your mouth, and your soft palate. Relax all the muscles in your face, all the little fine muscles around your eyes. Soften, separate your eyebrows and open through your third eye space in between your eyebrows. Relax your cheekbones and your temples, your forehead and your scalp. Relax and open through the crown of your head. I invite you, as always, to bring in the intention for your practice today to be kind, gentle, patient, loving, compassionate to yourself. Don't push, just allow. See what your body has to offer you today, and just honor wherever that is, whatever that is. Now begin to slowly call yourself back. Bring movement back in. Wiggle fingers, wiggle toes. Yawn, sigh, wiggle, stretch, move your body however it feels like moving. And then bring the legs together, reach up through the fingers, down through the toes. And then relax. And just roll yourself around a couple of times. So roll over onto one side and then over onto your belly. And then maybe you roll over onto your back from here. And then over onto the belly again. And then we'll roll it back over to where we started. Just rolling onto your back. And then onto the belly. And then over onto your back again. And then draw your knees into your chest. Hug the knees in. Rock yourself from side to side. Cross your low back. And then bring yourself to center. Take your hands to the back of your thighs. Pull the thighs in, knees in towards your chest, and your feet up towards the ceiling. Your knees bent, coming into a happy baby modification. And you can stay right here. Or if you like, you can reach your hands up for your feet. You can stay here at center, or you can rock yourself from side to side. Bring yourself to center. And then pull down on the feet or the calves or the shins, whatever you have got a hold of, or the backs of the thighs if you still have your hands back around the thighs. And then release the legs. You can roll over to one side, press yourself up to seated. If it is available to you, you may want to rock and roll yourself back and forth along the spine. Give yourself a little spinal massage. But if that's not happening for you, no biggie. Don't worry about it. And then we'll bring it up into a seated position. Sit up on something if you like. Bring your spine into an upright alignment, finding the natural curves of your spine, but not rounding out too much through the back or tilting the pelvis forward too much. Sitting up nice and tall. And you can take whatever seat works for you. Shins crossed, legs wide, legs out in front of you. And then we'll inhale, lift the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, release your shoulders down. Inhale again as you lift the shoulders up. And exhale as you release. One more time. Inhale, lift your shoulders up. And then exhale, release your shoulders down. We'll move into shoulder rolls now. Inhale, bring the shoulders forward and up, and exhale, roll the shoulders back and down. Few more circles around. And then switch the direction of your circles. And then relax your shoulders down. Let's move it through the neck. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, drop your chin down to your chest. Few breaths here. And then chin back up to center. Inhale. As you exhale, open through the front of the throat. Lift the chin up to a comfortable degree for you. A breath or two here. And then chin back to center. Inhale. With the exhale, drop your head over to the right ear, over towards that right shoulder. Allow that left shoulder to relax down and away from the ear. So finding some space through that left side of your neck. And then bring your head up. Inhale. With your exhale, drop the head over to the left. Allow that right shoulder to relax down and away from the ear. And then head back up to center. And we'll drop the head over to the right again. Roll your chin down to your chest. Roll the head over to the left ear over towards left shoulder. And then roll your head back down to the chest, and a few times gently rocking your head side to side. And then bring your chin back to center, head all the way back up. Reach your arms up. Let's take the finger pads together, but the palms apart. So you're coming into Sphere Mudra or Hakini Mudra. You feel the back body, posterior chain begin to turn on. And now take the palms together. Bend your elbows and drop the hands back behind the head. Draw the belly in, lift up through your heart, and then just gently let the head lay back into your hands. Just finding a little bit of a back bend through the upper back. And then hug in through the belly, reach your arms up, bring your palms back to your heart. And then again, arms come all the way up. Finger pads together, but pull the palms apart. Reach up through the fingers, root down through your sitting bones. And then we'll take palms together. Bend the elbows, drop hands back behind the head. Zip up through your belly, lift your heart, and gently lay the head back. And then bring the hands back up. Palms come back down to the heart. You can release your hands and remove whatever you're sitting on. Now come over onto your belly. And then we'll take the right arm to the top of your mat. You can bring the arm so it is, the right elbow is bent and the forearm is parallel to the top of the mat or at an angle, maybe a 45-degree angle. That might feel a little bit better. Then we'll bend this left knee. Draw the foot in towards your bum. And then reach back with the left hand. See if you can grab the foot. And if you can't, no big deal. Just act as if and reach towards the foot. If you can actually grab the foot, just grab a hold of it and gently pull it in towards your bum. And then press the foot out into the hand behind you. Could keep the thigh down on the mat, or maybe you begin to lift the thigh up a little bit. And then release the leg down, release that foot. Other side. Take that left forearm up towards the top of the mat, either parallel to the top of the mat or again at a little bit of an angle. And we'll bend that right knee, draw that right foot in towards your bum. Reach back for the foot, either just reaching in the direction of your foot, or if you can grab a hold of it, pull the foot in towards your bum, and then press the foot out into the hand behind you. Either keep the thigh down on the mat or lift the thigh up, and then release. One more time to each side. Let's take the right forearm back up to the top of the mat. Bend that left knee, draw that foot in towards your bum, reach back for the foot, pull it in. Then press the foot out into the hand. Maybe you lift that thigh up off of the mat, or you just keep the thigh down on the mat. And then release the foot, other side. Left forearm up to the top of your mat. Bend that right knee. Reach back for the foot. Pull it in, and then press the foot out into your hand. Maybe you lift that right thigh, leg up off of the mat. And then release. Take the hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up and back into child's pose. Bring your bum back to your heels. You could have your knees together here, or bring the knees wide. You have the knees together, you'll feel it more through the back and the spine. If you have the knees wide, you'll feel it more into the hips and the groins. So you can see what your medicine is for today. And then we'll bring it up into a table position, coming onto the hands and knees. Spread your fingers. Root down into the finger pads. And then we'll send the right leg back, hip level-ish. Stay here, or root into your right finger pads and reach forward with the left arm. Stay here, or bend your right knee, draw that foot in towards your bum, and reach back with the left hand for the foot. And again, you either just reach the hand back in that direction, or if you can, grab a hold of the foot, pull it in, and then press the foot out into your hand. And then release. Bring it back through into your cat balance, and release the hand and the knee. Other side, send the left leg back. We'll reach the right arm forward. Bend that left knee. Draw it in towards your bum. Reach back with that right hand. Maybe you grab the foot, pull it in, and then press the foot out into your hand. And then release. Reach it back out into your cat balance. Release the hand and the knee. And we'll kick the right foot out to the right side of your mat at a little bit of an angle. Walk the right hand up and begin to roll your pelvis open and extend that left leg out. So the left leg will be about hip level-ish, hip in a neutral rotation, so toes pointing forward. And then bend that left knee, draw that foot behind your bum, reach back for the foot with your hand. Again, you pull it in and then press it out into the hand behind you. And then release your foot, extend that leg back out, bring it back into your table, take it to the other side, kick that left foot out towards the left side of your mat, walk the left hand up the mat just a little bit, and then roll the pelvis open, right hip stacking up over the left, right toes pointing forward, then bend that right knee, draw that foot in towards your bum, pull it in, press it out into the hand, and then release. Bring it back into your table. Tuck your toes under, press into your finger pads, glide your hips up and back into downward dog. Press down and out through the hands, lift up through the armpits, through the forearms, root down through the heels, keep the knees bent. Begin to walk out your dog, pedal it out. Find any movement you like. Roll up onto balls of feet, tippy toes, and then press heels to the mat. Roll it up again. Press the heels to the mat. One more time, roll up onto balls of feet. Press your heels towards the mat, and then slowly walk yourself up or crawl up or climb up to the top of your mat. And fold yourself in here to Uttanasana, forward fold, or ragdoll. Lift your belly up off of your thighs, hinge from your hips, fold in. You can have a big or little bend in your knees here. Drop the head down. Shake out the head, nod the head, sway the hips, sway the arms. And then bring yourself to center, hands to your hips, press into your feet. Come all the way up to stand. We'll move into some balance postures now. So you may want to move yourself to a wall, or you may want to grab a chair and just have a chair nearby so you could grab onto the back of the chair for some assistance with your balance or just for some comfort. So either or, soften the knees, root down into your feet, and then begin to pick the right foot up off of the mat. Bring it out in front of you. You can have hands on your hips. You could have arms out to the sides to help with your balance, or hands on a wall or a chair. And then release that right foot back down to the mat. Send your weight over into that right foot. Soften the knees, root down into the right foot. And then begin to pick up that left foot. Reach that foot out in front of you. And sometimes it helps to find a focal point or a gazing point. It's called your drishti. Just focus on that one point. And then release that left foot down. Send the weight over into that left foot now. And again, pick up that right foot. Send it forward. You can roll out the ankle here if you like. And then release that right foot down to the mat. Take the weight into that right foot. Lift up that left foot. Reach it forward. If you like, roll the ankle around. And then release that foot down to the mat. Take the weight into the left foot again. This time, begin to draw that right knee up towards your chest. And again, you use your support if you need it, wall or chair. Release that right foot down to the mat. Weight into the right foot. Now begin to bend that left knee, draw it up towards the chest. And release that left foot down. Other side again. We'll bend the right knee, draw it up towards the chest. And now begin to sweep that right foot behind the right leg, bend that right knee, and draw that foot up towards your bum. Bring that right knee in line with the left so the knees are hugging in towards each other. And then release that right foot down to the mat. Root down into that right foot, bend that left knee, begin to draw that left knee up towards your chest. And then slowly begin to sweep the left leg by the right. Tuck that left foot up behind your bum. And then release that foot down. Other side, take your weight back into the left foot. Bend the right knee, draw it up towards your chest. And then begin to sweep the leg behind you. Bend that right knee, draw that foot up towards your bum. Now, if you don't need to use your hands to help with your balance, bring the arms up overhead. Bring the palms together. Bend the elbows. And bring the hands back behind the head. Root down into your standing foot, standing leg. Lift up through your belly and lift up through the heart. Maybe you shift your gaze up just a little bit. And then reach the arms up. Release that Right foot down to the mat. Take the hands back to the heart. Release the arms down. Other side, weight into that right foot. Draw that left knee up towards the chest. Sweep that foot back behind you. Bend that knee, draw it up towards your bum. Reach your arms up overhead. Palms come together. Bend the elbows, draw the hands back behind the head. Or you could have one hand on the wall and one hand behind the head. Zip up through your belly, lift up through the heart. Gently lay the head back, lift your gaze, and then release. Hands come back to the heart. You release that left foot down to the mat. Weight into that left foot again. We'll bend the right knee. This time just tuck that foot right up behind your bum. And either take the hands back up overhead, bend the elbows, bring the hands back behind the head and you lift the heart. Keep it here, or reach the right hand back for that foot and pull it in towards your bum. You could also use a strap here if you can't quite grab a hold of the foot. And then we'll reach that left arm up. So we're moving towards our King Dancer pose. And this is phase 1. Release the arm, release the leg, other side. Root into that right foot, bend that left knee. Tuck that foot up behind your bum. Either hands come up overhead, you bend the elbows. Bring that hands back behind the head, lay the head back, lift up the heart, stay here. Or you reach that left hand back for that left foot. Reach the right arm up. And then release. And then moving into our last final modification for our King Dancer pose. You can keep one of the options that we've just done, or you can take it a little bit further. So see how it's going. So we'll bend that right knee, tuck that foot up behind the bum. Either hands come up, bend the elbows, tuck the hand behind the head. Root into that standing leg, zip up through your belly, lift your heart up, keep it here. Or right hand reaches back for the foot, inside of the foot, outside of the foot, or the ankle. Keep that right knee hugging in towards the left. Reach that left hand up. Now stay here, or we'll take it a little bit further. Begin to slowly tip yourself forward and send that right foot back out behind you. You could take your left hand to the wall or a chair, or you just reach that arm forward and press the foot out into the hand behind you. Find your gazing point, your drishti, and then slowly we bring it back up. Release the arm, release the foot. And the other side one more time. Bend that left knee, tuck the foot up behind the bum. Either hands up overhead. Drop the hands behind the head as you lift the elbows, lift the heart, stay here. Or we'll take that left hand, grab that left foot, left knee hugging in towards the right. Lift up through your belly. Reach up through that right arm. Stay here. Or begin to slowly tip yourself forward and send the foot out into the hand behind you. And then we'll slowly bring it back up and release. Reach the arms up. Soften the knees, pull the hips back, fold yourself in. Shake the head, rock the hips. Bring yourself to center. Bend your knees, plant your hands down on the mat. Step back into downward dog. Walk it out, pounce it out, shake it out, rock it out, whatever you want to do here. And then release knees down to the mat. Come back to sit on your heels. Drop over to one hip. And swing your legs around. Slowly lower yourself down onto your back. Send your feet up and your arms up towards the ceiling and just give yourself a little shake. And then find your way into Shavasana. Extend the legs out, arms to the sides. Support yourself here with any props that you like. Get comfortable, cover up, get cozy, and just let go. Let yourself melt back into the earth. Relaxing through the whole body from the feet all the way up to the crown of your head. Stay here in your Shavasana, final relaxation pose, for as long as you like. The longer the better. When you feel ready, begin to bring yourself back. Bring movement in. Yawn, sigh, wiggle, stretch. Take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Check back in. How are you feeling now? Come back to your intention. Be loving, kind, patient, compassionate with yourself. Be on your own side. Good for you for showing up for yourself today, showing up for your practice. Release your hands. Slowly roll yourself over to one side. And then slowly press up. Come back into a comfortable seat. Palms together at the heart. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. With love and gratitude, namaste.